Oh. What did I just say? That's not possible. Oh! I've already put it everywhere, but it doesn't matter now. You have to rinse your mouth. There's no other way. Why is it bubbling? Hello everyone, welcome to this video. Today I'll test some unusual toothpastes we're not used to. For example, there are chocolate flavored ones, others in mousse form for kids, and even vegan ones. I can't wait to try these out with you. So let's get started right away with something really bold. With the toothpaste, coconut and peppermint in principle, I love coconut and pepper in toothpaste. On the other hand, honestly, I'm not convinced, but well, we'll see how it goes. So what do they say? Brighten your face with a radiant smile. Whiteness. That's the promise of all toothpastes. It seems like a small brand, but the back says Unilever, so it's not actually independent, but that's fine. And I forgot to mention it. By the way, it's Love, Beauty and Planet. Well, first of all, the packaging is pretty nice. It's an aluminum tube and only the cap itself is plastic, so I'm going to open it in front of you. Here we go. Let's see what it smells like. It smells really strongly of coconut. Honestly, there's not really any scent of pepper or mint. It's really the coconut that stands out. I'm going to put a little on the toothbrush. Oh, okay, it looks like a translucent gel. It's really unusual. Okay, I've got a nice dollop. It looks really natural. The big question is, will I get it everywhere in this video since I'm not in a bathroom? So it's not the most practical thing for brushing your teeth, but at the same time there wasn't any space in my bathroom, and on top of that it echoes, so in terms of sound it wouldn't have been very pleasant. Here we're in a more relaxed setting, and it's true that usually doing this over a sink is more practical. I'm going to turn on the toothbrush. It should start oscillating. Here we go. Oh wait, what did I just say? That's not possible. This video is off to a great start. This is nonsense. Alright, let's try to fix it. Well, I guess it'll go in the washing machine, but is it hygienic to put it back on the toothbrush? I don't think so. Let's just start over. I'm fed up. I knew this wasn't a good idea, but going into a bathroom wasn't a good idea either. The texture doesn't stick much, unlike other toothpastes. So here we go again. I'm going to put some more on, and let's do it. This time, I'll put the toothbrush in my mouth before turning it on. It'll be more effective, but at least you can see it just as well. And that's why the toothpaste came off completely. Surprisingly, once in your mouth, the coconut flavor vanishes. I don't feel like I used coconut toothpaste. It was really mint with pepper, so it was very refreshing, very strong. The sensation is really pleasant, but beyond that, the coconut, well, no. At first, it's just the smell when you open the toothpaste. The tube is recyclable, which is nice, but otherwise unremarkable, which I find a bit disappointing. I was expecting something more surprising. I approve it for daily use, but not really for the unusual side. Now we're going to move on to this toothpaste from the brand Peg C's. I'm not sure about the pronunciation, but well, we'll go with it. And this last one, its special feature is that it's in the form of a foam and not a gel, so that could be pretty interesting. Honestly, I'm curious how it works and how it stays on a toothbrush. Let's find out together as I open it. Here it is. Inside there's 60 milliliters, so that's less than the first one I showed. And the packaging is definitely very childlike, especially with a pump that will let us use and dispense the toothpaste. As for the ingredients, it seems to be something pretty standard, nothing particularly amazing. There are vitamins though, and obviously it's meant for children, so I guess the idea is that it's more fun. And in this case, it seems to be a pretty independent brand, so let's go. I suggest we discover this together. I'm pressing, but nothing's happening. It's just foam. Look, how do you use it? You need a lot to get any. Maybe I overdid it and put on too much. I hope I'm not disappointed. No, it's strange because I barely have any in my mouth. I don't even need to rinse. It's strange, I have nothing left, not even toothpaste. Did I ever have any? I used several pumps. Here, the sensation is truly innovative. I've never felt anything this light. It feels like nothing. I think kids would love it. In this case, there's none of that unpleasant feeling where you have a mouthful of paste, etc. Here, on top of that, I used a lot. So, I guess you just need to use one pump. And maybe the product is more concentrated and therefore more effective. It seems really good to me in terms of taste. At first I smelled the strawberry and thought, okay, it's going to be sweet, etc. But in the end, not at all, because there's an aftertaste that comes in, and that's the mint, simply put. So, there are both. Again, it gives me a less intense freshness than the first toothpaste I tried, but it's still present. Overall, it's a good experience and makes me want to try it again. That's perfect because I have a second flavor, watermelon, so I can compare it to something even more original. Alright, here we go. No, I don't smell anything, it's really strange. It's the same here. I don't feel the need to rinse my mouth. Is that because of the texture or because there are so few ingredients that you can't taste anything? That's actually the question I'm asking myself, because here I only used one pump. And it's true that in terms of taste and everything, it was fine, but very, 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 very mild. So that really makes me wonder. I think the concept is really not bad, but when it comes to the amount, I still feel like something is missing. Still, my teeth are clean. I do have a feeling of freshness and all that. In my opinion, I need to try it in real situations, like after a meal with garlic, before giving my final verdict. After trying the foaming toothpastes for a longer time and in real conditions, I have to say that I'm left wanting more. I think they're really made for children, meaning they have properties that suit their teeth and adults won't get what they need from them. It's not a big deal, the format was interesting, and for their purpose, they're fully validated. A few days after the filming, I received a toothpaste from the brand Lush, which comes in a jelly form and is licorice flavored. As you might expect, the color is black. Honestly, I didn't really know how to use it at first, so I just dipped my toothbrush into the product. I managed to get a little bit of toothpaste and I was able to taste it. Honestly, the licorice flavor is really strong. On the other hand, I was extremely disappointed with the aftertaste because after a few seconds, I felt like I had a vomit taste in my mouth. So let me tell you, it was a complete failure. Personally, I love Lush, but in this case I don't think I'll keep using this product. Now we're going to try a new toothpaste which is vegan and 100% organic from the brand Dabba. This one is special because it's made with cloves. Again, that's original. We also have Jamin bark, which I assume is from an exotic tree, and pellitory flowers that help stimulate and reduce sensitivity, and it's apparently an Indian product. Alright, here we go. I'm curious to see what it tastes like, since this time there's no mention of mint. There's tape, so I can't open it, but it's fine. I'll just force it. Here we have a regular tube. It doesn't look appealing, but maybe it's actually good. We've got the usual little seal that I'm going to remove, but I can't get it off. I'm struggling. Ah, there we go. Oh. I'm not convinced by the smell. It's really strong. This seems like it'll be intense. I'm not sure I want this breath. You can tell it's toothpaste. It's fresh and all. But I'm not excited, ladies and gentlemen. I'm really not excited at all. But well, I'll sacrifice myself for you. So here we have a paste, just a classic one. Oh wow, it's super runny. Oh man, it's dripping. I need to be careful. It doesn't excite me, but when it's necessary, you just do it. Oh man, I've got it everywhere now. Okay, I've made a mess already. Anyway, it doesn't matter anymore. At that point you have to rinse your mouth. There's no way around it, but nothing goes down after that. Given the smell, I was expecting something really strong, but in the end, in my mouth, well, not much. There's no aftertaste either. I don't feel like there's anything super fresh. There's not really that fresh feeling you like to have with a toothpaste, which is kind of a shame. This one is definitely vegan, but beyond that, it's not very impressive. Honestly, it feels like a low-end toothpaste. I can't put it any other way. It probably cleans, but beyond that, the texture isn't really all that pleasant. There's a lot of it in your mouth, but it doesn't foam well. It leaves you wanting more. So this wouldn't necessarily be the one I'd choose for myself. This isn't really approved. Other than being vegan and natural, I can't find any other positives. And before getting to the last toothpaste, I wanted to show you this one, which is matcha tea flavored, so it's another very unique taste. The brand is well known for making some pretty original creations, and to be honest, I didn't really know what to expect, and honestly, I was pleasantly surprised. You can really taste the tea, and at the end, you get a fresh feeling. For once, I think it's perfect for people who want a bit of originality in their daily life and want to change up their routine. I highly recommend it to you, and I suggest we finish with the weirdest toothpaste in this selection, Wonka, which, as its name suggests, is chocolate flavored. So for me, these are two completely opposite things. Usually you eat chocolate and then you use toothpaste, but here, obviously, it's both at the same time. I like chocolate, but do I like chocolate toothpaste? This, honestly, I have no idea, so I suggest we find out together. The packaging is pretty nice. It really does look like some kind of candy. It reminds me of the world of candy, actually. And on the back, in addition to the Wonka logo on the front, we even have the famous Warner Brothers. It's a kind of merchandise that was created, I suppose, for the release of the movie of the same name, and so the real brand is this smile. Apparently, they're quite well known in the field, and so here, in this case, it's in the form of a pump. So is it gel, is it paste, is it foam? Like the others, we'll see. The label says it's sugar-free, cruelty-free, and vegan. I'll take my life in toothbrush again so we can start. The pump feels nice, like a beauty product. At first, nothing came out, but now it's working and getting firmer. Oh my god, oh, it really looks like chocolate. Look at this. Yeah, it's really chocolate. The texture is so smooth, it's super liquid. Alright, here we go. Let's see how it turns out. Let's go. Oh, it's chocolate. Damn, sorry, there are bubbles. Why are there bubbles? There are bubbles. 1, 2, 1, 2. What magic is this? And it turns white, but it's not funny in the mouth. It's quite interesting. Well, honestly, I'm really very surprised here. For once, it's really not flavored. It literally tastes like chocolate. When I tasted it, it reminded me of drinking Nesquik since it's liquid, but it left a fresh minty aftertaste. I ended up spitting it out. I tasted the chocolate, but the aftertaste isn't sweet at all, not at all. I need to brush my teeth. Now I feel it's super clean and fresh. It's incredible, just crazy. Honestly, I'm shocked. These are two things that shouldn't go together, but they work really well. It's crazy, it's crazy. Honestly, before starting the video, I thought it was going to be the worst, but in the end, it turns out to be the best. Whether it's packaging, texture, taste, originality, or aftertaste, I have no complaints. It's perfect and even vegan. It almost makes me want to brush my teeth twice as much or twice as long, which is great for a toothpaste. It can work for adults, teenagers, kids, it's for everyone. So, for this one, it's completely approved. That's all for today. I hope you had a pleasant time with me and that you made some great discoveries.